Barrientos, Shawn Wells, and Amanda Hughes-Munson. Amanda Hughes-Munson is a licensed medical esthetician and cosmetic chemistry educator, but she's also a member of DFW NORML, the National Organization for the Reform of Marijuana Laws, North Texas Agricultural Hemp and Cannabis Entrepreneurs, Americans for Safe Access, and she is a caregiver and an activist at Higher Education Texas. Amanda received her comprehensive medical cannabis science certification from the DFW Academy of Cannabis Science and Pharmacology Science University. She is a spa owner at Skintelligence, Texas, and a jewelry designer at Grace Beadworks. She's also an instructor at DFW Academy of Cannabis Science and Cannabis. She's also a cannabis educator with Higher Education Texas. What a bio. You're a very busy woman, and you're out there doing things that are so important for our world, and I appreciate it, and I know a lot of other people do too. So how did you first become interested in cannabis as medicine?
So my journey began with my own medical struggles. I was having some thyroid issues and went to the doctor, and of course they handed me a prescription. Mm-hmm. So from that prescription, I threw it in the trash.
You threw the prescription?
I threw it in the trash.
Okay.
I was not willing to pop a pill when I knew there was better options. I've always been a person who uses plant medicine or alternative methods of healing before I reach for a pill.
Yeah. Well, the plant-based diet, Shawn, do you want to speak on the plant-based diet for just a minute for maybe new listeners that aren't aware, of how healthy it really is for you?
A vegan diet? Is that what you're talking about?
Just plant-based, protein, and things like that.
Yeah. Well, yes, certainly. There's a lot more nutrients, and it's if you're getting organic sources, there's more of the minerals that are deficient in our diet. There's so many nutrients that are deficient in our diet. The only way that we can get them is through these sources.
Yeah. And so it's really important. It is. It's
so
all connected.
I believed in the power of a plant.
Absolutely.
To heal. I believe that we have choices out there that were given to us. And so I began to explore. And in my exploration, I discovered cannabis. And when I say cannabis, I'm including the whole plant and all the cannabinoids and components that come from that.
Yeah.
And what I discovered was cannabis is helping with so many things, so many different ailments and illnesses and disorders and symptoms. And it was kind of too good to be true.
Yeah, absolutely.
Like how could that be? And I wanted to believe it, and I wanted to accept it. I believe in, like I said, the power of a plant to heal, but how could one plant do that many things?
Well, there's science to back it up. And
Absolutely.
So I'm going to go to Shawn Wells, scientist over here across the table from me. What do you want to say about the endocannabinoid system and cannabinoids in particular?
Exactly. It's a whole system that really we never hear about at all in the medical system, but it's this whole system that's right there that needs to be nourished, and the only way to nourish them is from things like cannabis or oregano. There's some different sources that you can get, but of course this is like one of the best ones, and I don't know why we never hear about it, but it's so important to our mind, to our body, for immune protection, for all these things. So to your point, it seems to be this miracle thing, but it is, because it's actually a whole system that we're ignoring.
And it's a plant on the earth. I mean, I don't know why people want to demonize it. It's kind of comical.
That's why you never hear about it, because it's been demonized, right?
Right.
So because of some federal laws, it's a Schedule I drug, meaning what? Yeah,
it's illegal.
No, it's illegal. It's right up there with heroin. There's no medicinal use. So once I began to learn more and more, I became real fired up about its benefits, its uses, and the fact that it was federally illegal. I just felt like we were robbed. We were just totally robbed. I had to understand more about why it was too good to be true. How is it working? Why does this work? Why does it really help with so many things? And through that, I discovered the whys lies in that endocannabinoid system. So it's a system that helps balance your body. It helps with homeostasis. It helps you to regulate systems. Just like you have a circulatory system and a nervous system and a digestive system, you have an endocannabinoid system.
Right.
And its job is to regulate. If you need to go faster, go slower, go higher, go lower, whatever system it's regulating, this is what your endocannabinoid system does. It's all throughout your body. There's different receptors for it. There's a CB1 receptor that's found primarily in your brain and your central nervous system. there's a CB2 receptor that's found in the peripheral nervous system, your digestive system, and your immune system. So these receptors work from, you have endocannabinoids, endo meaning inside, internal, within. Your body does produce endocannabinoids, not always sufficiently. And especially in this modern age of illness and disorders.
Well, yeah, and we're so bombarded with toxins. But, the cannabinoids are in flax seeds. They're in black pepper. What are some other ones, Shawn?
Black cumin.
Like I said, oregano.
Oregano's a big one.
There's a lot of sources.
Yeah, and it's just kind of interesting that it only recently has it really gone kind of mainstream where people are starting to talk about it, because of the issue that it is illegal. It's federally illegal. We're talking about marijuana there. CBD it is state by state right now, right?
Right.
So it's still federally illegal, but it's a state by state thing.
Yeah, it's messy.
It's so complicated. It really is. It doesn't need to be, but I do think that we do have to be careful about legalizing marijuana because of the young people that their brains are not fully developed until the age of, like some people say, as late as even 23 or 24. That you do have to be careful what we allow to get into children's hands.
For sure. But, we do regulate alcohol and tobacco, right?
Yes.
And my belief is, and I think it's a common belief among cannabis activists, is that you do, for children, particularly to speak to that, do the benefits outweigh the risk, right? So if the benefit of cannabis, the plant, outweighs the risk, meaning you're using it for medicinal purposes.
Right. Well, I would rather have my child on cannabis than I would any pharmaceutical drug. No question about it. 100%.
Right.
Especially for things like anxiety. CBD oil works amazing. Just the oil and not even the THC, works. It just works well for Tourette's disease. I think of Mitzi Weiner and her son Gavin, who had Tourette's so bad that he couldn't even go to school. Within 2 applications, 2 doses of CBD oil, his shaking was eliminated by 99%. He was able to go back to school sharp as a tack and is thriving very well right now because of CBD oil.
Isn't that fascinating?
Yeah. Okay, so we only have a minute or 2 here left. So we will have to have you come back sometime, Amanda. It's great to see you again. You're a White Rock Montessori mom, a former mom like me.
Back.
So what is Cannabis Lobby Day and how can supporters get involved?
Okay, so on February 7th is Texas Marijuana Policy Lobby Day in Austin.
Okay.
So our legislators are meeting now to determine laws for us going forward. Well, that's Lobby Day for our cause. How people can get involved, it'd be great if you could drive down to Austin and actually make an appointment to meet with your legislator face-to-face and tell them what you want and how you feel. I know that the DFW NORML is taking a bus down and back in the same day, so that's one way. But you can contact your local state rep. So if you simply just Google who represents me, find out who your 2 state reps are, contact their office, and tell them how you feel. Tell them you're pro-medical marijuana for whatever reason. Maybe it's for decriminalization purposes, or maybe because you need the medicine or you know someone who needs the medicine.
Right. Well, I'm thinking of Dean Bortel and his little daughter, Alexis.
Alexis
and it saved her life. And so there are a lot of children's lives in the balance. Everyone, thank you so much, Amanda.
Absolutely.
Shawn, thank you so much. Everyone, thank you so much for listening. You know what? You get one body, you get one mind, and you get one life. Get out there today and make the most of it.